Your official first look at the Airvana Capri True HEPA Air Purifier with outdoor granular carbon filter. This is their newest technology that's going to turn your home into the freshest space possible. This is going to take out all of the gook and just produce a beautiful air in the space. $64.98 or 5 easy payments of $13 can bring home this incredible air purifier. It's so funny. I was telling Emily Scott earlier on, we're just entering like a real, true, official spring season here on the East Coast, at least for us, those of us here in Pennsylvania. The only reason I know is I have a black car, and when I see that sort of light yellow dust all over my car, I'm like, it's pollen season. And this is one of many reasons why an air purifier is so smart to bring into your space, home or office. This just makes a ton of sense. Now this measures 8.2 inches by 8 inches by 18.9 inches. It weighs just under 7.5 pounds, and the cord is 5.9 feet long. So it's nice and easy for you to go ahead and think about putting this anywhere in your home. You've got 3 different color options to choose from your graphite to your denim to your black. You just make the call which color you want. They do exactly the same thing. I'm going to welcome in our very special guest, the lovely Ginger Walt, who I saw last night, and now today it's a gingery week. Hi, Ginger.
Lucky.
Nice to see you.
So lucky. Hello, mwah, mwah. Nice to see you too. I have to tell you, I'm so excited that we have this launch right now with you. You're getting 3 stages of filtration for your air with this, and a small footprint, so you can easily take this with you to your office, to those areas where you wouldn't otherwise be able to take a big, bulky air purifier. But this is going to pack a punch and get rid of those volatile organic compounds, as well as 99.97% of those airborne particles that you don't want in your air. In fact, let me just right out of the gate read what the EPA says. So according to the EPA, their report on the environment, I like to start with this because it's a shocker. Americans on an average spend approximately 90% of their time indoors, where some pollutants are 2 to 5 times greater than you're outside. Yikes. Which you wouldn't think that. You'd think you'd have clean air inside, right?
Yeah.
No. And also, according to the American Lung Association, we take some 20,000 breaths every day, 7.5 million breaths each year.
Wow.
So you want to be able to breathe that clean air, and 3 forms of filtration. And let me just tell you, you're never going to have to buy a filter again either, because they're all completely cleanable.
Perfect.
Completely cleanable with the HEPA standard. That's the gold standard for your filtration. No other filter is going to offer you that 97% of that airborne particles, removing them. So that's your top filter. That one is a new one that we've never offered before. It's a granular carbon filter. It's going to get rid of all of those odors, and I'll get to that in a second. Then you have that cleanable HEPA filter and the cleanable permanent coconut carbon pre-filter. It's a lot to say, but it's not a lot when you get it at home. So let me just show you this. This is what your HEPA filter looks like with the coconut carbon pre-filter over it. And what that's doing is it's actually getting rid of those larger microns that you would see, like hair molecules, smoke molecules. They're going in and they're getting trapped in that coconut carbon pre-filter. Then underneath that, which, by the way, this is all cleanable by the brush attachment on your vacuum. Easily. First time we've ever offered that for you before, ever.
That's so cool.
And there you can see that micron chart up to the VOCs. The VOCs are the volatile organic compounds, and that's stuff that you can't see, like formaldehyde. How about the odors that you can smell, but you can't see it? You want to get rid of that. You want to be able to get rid of all that stuff. You're talking about dust and pollen. Right now, we have all of our windows shut. I would like to open up the doors, but I can't do that because we are all allergic, and we want to be able to have an air purifier that's going to remove those, because it's ridiculous. We actually have a smoke chamber that should be in there with you. I don't know. Did he come and bring a smoke chamber?
We do. We certainly do. Let's come take a look.
Let's kind of let's walk over there, and you may have to turn on if you have a remote control, because these are operated by a remote control.
Yeah.
So take that remote control, push it on, unless Mike did it already. He's there in the studio
we're gonna
for me.
put it to the test here. Are we ready? All right,
Put it to the test.
okay,
We
great.
use smoke because
Here we go.
it is a zero point 0.3 micron in size, and you can see it. That's the smallest molecule that you can see, that micron that you can see. But that's showing you how effective that this is turning over the air in your room and getting rid of those smells, those volatile organic compounds like dust mite, things that you don't want to know that are in your air, that are in everyone's air. The dust, the pet hair. How about pet hair and dander? Mold spores. But when you start talking about formaldehyde and stuff
So
like that, I want to
cool.
clean. I know, isn't that cool? I mean,
So
it
cool.
really does work. Let me show you the back side of this one here,
I
because I want to
love
show
that.
you. This is where your coconut carbon pre-filter goes, and also where your HEPA filter. It's the gold standard. It's the highest standard that you can get for an air purification filtration. And that just slides right in there. And you're going to pull that out. Steve, I want to show you something, because we have animals here. We have cats, we have dogs. I wanted to have this next to a kitty litter box. Look at that. Because they scratch, they bury their stuff, and it has dust in the air. I don't want to know what's there. I just want to know that a device is going to collect it. This
Sure.
is one that's clean versus dirty. There you go. You can see the difference. Now all I have to do is, I mean, this is like a month's worth. All I have to do is take
Ooh.
my vacuum and that brush.
Yeah.
I'm going to brush off all of that and suck that up. That's the coconut carbon pre-filter. Underneath that's the HEPA filter. You're going to do the same thing with that. You're going to take that brush and vacuum it clean. Then when you're done, it is going to look exactly like this one, nice and clean. You're going to slip that back into the back side, and you're good to go. You also have an indicator on the top so that it will let you know when it's time to go ahead and change that. The very top part, that's the newest design. That's the part of our Capri series that we have here, that top granular carbon filter. That filter, you take it outside and let the sunlight reactivate the carbon inside of it 1 time per month for 1 hour. Leave it in the UV rays. It will reactivate it. Now you can put it back. But what that does is that's your last kind of the stages, the 3 stages that is cleaning your air, and it also removes the moisture from your air too.
Love
So
it.
it's cleaning the air. It's getting rid of all of those odors. If you have broccoli, fish,
Sure.
things that, like, we had garlic, we roasted garlic yesterday,
Right.
and that smells. I don't care the 4 corners of your home, you can smell garlic.
No, you absolutely can. You're right.
You know,
Well, what's
and
so
you want to be
wonderful
able to remove that.
is that the footprint here is so beautifully like small and sleek and
It is.
chic. And with these 3 different colors, you're going to pick something that's going to look beautiful in your space. You just make the call which color you want, the graphite, the denim, or the black for $64.98 or 5 easy payments of $13. You're getting the air purifier and the remote, which makes so much sense. It's the newest technology that we've seen from Airvana, and just the way that you've been telling us the incredible things that we can pull out of the air and put back into the space.
Look
Ginger,
at this.
let me ask you,
Yeah.
how big of a space can we purify? Like, I mean, if I've got like a 2-story home, is this gonna, purify my whole house?
Certainly. So this is what we recommend. I actually have a micron that's right here. I'm gonna show you that in a second. But this is what we recommend. So you see the room sizes that are up here on the chart.
Yeah.
You have a bedroom size of 10 by 15 by 8. It's going to turn over that room, clean that room 2.8 times per hour. So that'll just give you an idea of how many times. If it's a larger room, it'll do it. It'll just take longer per hour to clean the room. I wouldn't recommend putting more than or I would recommend putting more than one in a double, a two-story or a 3-story. It's not going to be able to get to the air in the basement if you have it upstairs. So it just makes sense. It makes sense. So
Right.
Absolutely. If you are one that is allergic, and I get up every morning, I take my allergy pill. If I don't,
Sure.
you wouldn't, I would sound like I am stuffed beyond belief.
Oh,
Like my nose is
no.
plugged. It's terrible.
Not
And
good.
right
Not
now,
good.
especially, and I'm a gardener, so that
Right.
that really sucks for me. But
Well, there's so many
but
things floating around in the air. And I mean, speaking of
so
which, I
many
do want us
things.
to show like this incredible demonstration here one
Yes,
more time because we have
yeah,
this the smoke chamber that we're talking about
yes,
here, especially during like, our spring months that are here, all of that pollen, all of the allergy season that's happening across America. Just think of everything that's in the air, but the air
yes.
purifier is going to take all of that out and put nice, wonderful, fresh air back into the space, right, Ginger?
And that's what you want. You want something that is going to have that HEPA filtration that removes 99.97% of those airborne particles. And that's, those microns. And that's as small as zero point 0.3 microns in size, as
Hmm.
well as the dust and all of the other things that you can see with the volatile organic compounds. Formaldehyde, too. You don't want to breathe that stuff. You
No.
want you want to know that a device in your home that is a HEPA gold standard, which is cleanable, by the way, a cleanable filter, which is incredible because you don't have to purchase anything else, is getting rid of all of the dust mites,
Yeah.
rid of all of the things that I don't want to see, I don't want to know. I
Mm-mm.
just want to know that they're going to get trapped in something like this at the end of each month, maybe, or end of a couple of months, depending. Take a look at it, open it up and look at it. You'll see if you need to clean it out, if you need to
Yeah.
get your attachment on your hose. But I'll tell you what, I have never seen something that has 3 stages of filtration like this one does. It's
Right.
incredible.
It really is. And you've got all of these options here on your remote that it comes with, so it makes it nice and easy for you to go ahead and kick back, relax, and know that you've got something really, really nice that's doing good for you, your loved ones, your furry
Even a
loved
timer
ones,
function there, Steve.
and your
Gotta
plants.
love that,
Yes,
right?
absolutely. You just make the call. You want the black, the denim, or that graphite for $64.98 or 5 easy payments of $13. Ginger, always good to see you, and thank you so much for joining me this
See you
afternoon.
too.
We'll
Thank
see you soon.
sweetheart. All right, see you soon.
All right. Well, we've got the mattress taken care of, our Tempur-Pedic big deal. We've got all of the moments happening inside that is going to keep us nice and cool and relaxed and feeling good inside. Well, now it's time to shine with some silver jewelry coming up right after this.